What's up, y'all? Welcome back to my channel. You'll already see me in this outfit if you see my last video, so hey, welcome again. And then you'll also see a video of me taking all this off. For today's video, I'm gonna be rating Euphoria's cast members. If you've been paying attention to me, you know I love Euphoria. I've been talking about it on damn near every platform I have. I've just been super obsessed with Euphoria ever since I started watching it. I am a late bloomer and started watching it hella late. Realized it came out over 2 years ago. Obviously, the new season came out and I just kept seeing clips everywhere and I'm like, I need to watch this at this point. I've been super into the cast, super engaged with all of them, and I think rating them would be fun. Just so you guys can see what my opinion is on each person's personality and their roles and their lifestyle and what they go through throughout the seasons, I guess. I don't know, but I thought it would be fun. So, and I was gonna do rating Euphoria's outfits, but I'm like, I don't know. I'm not the type of person to be like, oh, well, that doesn't go together with that. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know shit about fashion. I want to know, but it's kind of hard. I'm just gonna jump right into it. There's a lot of characters. There's a lot of people. I'm going to rate these people on a 1 through 10 scale. I'm not gonna be like S tier to Z or D or whatever the fuck. It's gonna be 1 through 10.
1, great, love them to death. 10, worst, would never want to see them in public.
I'm just gonna be basing them off their characters, their lifestyles, all of the above. I'll obviously explain my answer, and if I keep touching my hair, I'm sorry, but I just did this install and it's real cute. So it has most of the characters here. I'm only gonna be talking about the most important ones that are most important. Duh. The first one, obviously, Rue, played by Zendaya. Love her. This actually tuned me into Zendaya way more. I wasn't the type to watch Zendaya as a kid, as a Disney kid. I just knew that she was on Shake It Up. I used to listen to her song Replay. Put this song on. You know how many times I cried for Zendaya? Zendaya as the actor. I'm scared I'm gonna get emotional. Look at her, she looks so cute. I cried. I cried every episode. Just knowing Zendaya as a child actor and getting out of that childlike image is kind of hard for some people. And a lot of them, most of them, turn to way worse things. Just seeing her go from a Disney show. And I know that she's done movies before this, okay? I'm aware she's done other movies, grown-up movies. I don't know her for real, but it stepped me out my comfort zone as watching a actor that was on Disney Channel in such a PG place to going here. And it's so funny because they're all high schoolers. That's the funniest part to me. It's a funny fact but a sad fact, and the reason I say that is because I personally went through none of that in my high school career, and everybody in my school smoked weed. No one was walking around. There was a couple people when I was a junior. There were some seniors that was popping pills, but once they left it was back to weed. No one really cared. Rue, I would give a 1. Love her as a character. I'm not gonna talk anymore. I'm not gonna talk about anybody else as a person, but I just wanted to tell y'all how I felt about Zendaya as being Rue on the show. Rue gets a 1. Yeah, love her personality, love her style. Oh my gosh, if I could dress like that, I would. Tomboy, but still girly, but I ain't got the body like her, so I can't do that. The way her story plays out is I feel it's not the typical, oh, my dad died, so I'm gonna do drugs. She tried that out before her dad even died. And she was put on prescriptions really young. And I feel that is so important to talk about because I was put on prescriptions. I was told I had ADD. I don't know if I do anymore. I feel I was misdiagnosed. I feel when they see a kid that's just a little too hyperactive, they assume they have ADD and they give you medicine to make you feel like a zombie. I don't know. Just that whole storyline, of her getting on the drugs and then relapsing and then trying to get better, but too dependent on Jules. I've seen people that were dependent on somebody else's presence to be their sobriety, and it's ugh, I don't got time. I don't need to be crying, but she gets 1. If I could do a 0, I would. Jules, I love Jules. I have such a soft spot for her, and I watched the special. I recommend that anybody that did not watch the special to watch it because it brings all of the confusion of why she acts like this, she does this, or why this happened, or why that happened, or why does she feel this way, or why did she leave Rue during Christmas, and why did this happen? Oh my gosh, it brings so many answers to the story. I don't know. Jules, love her. I love that she's a transgender in the show. She's a transgender in real life. So I'm glad they brought that to the show because you don't see that often. I like how they just talk about the things that she's transgender. She makes it known that she's transgender in the show. Which, I mean, you don't have to walk around and say, I'm transgender, but I don't know, it's just good. It's different to see stuff like that. Personally, a lot of people try to hide their kids from stuff like that, but I wouldn't. Just throwing that out there. My kid is not watching Euphoria though, sorry. I don't know how parents let their kids watch Euphoria, for real. When it comes to her personality, like Ruth said, I feel Jules likes to be loved. She likes to feel validated as a woman, just does what she can to do that. She goes and meets these men and does all this crazy ass shit, and then has Rue looking fucking goofy. Like, I don't know. I still love Jules, but I'm gonna have to give her like a 4. I'm gonna have to give her like a 4 because she really did Rue dirty. And I'm not saying she's supposed to be there for every little second that Rue is feeling depressed, but I don't like how she told her mama. And the only reason I say that is because that was her friend. She should have went to Rue first and figured out, okay, Rue, what's going on? Why are you doing this? Why are you doing that? Because she went to her mama and then her mama took that whole suitcase with 10K worth of drugs. My daughter finna die. Like, literally, not even because of relapsing. She's gonna die. And I hope they talk about that more in season 3 because, like, I was so confused. I was like, oh yeah, she finna die. And then all of a sudden the season was over and I was like, okay. Jules gets a 4. Lexi. I like Lexi. I like the play. But season 1, I feel like we didn't really get to, like, the story really wasn't on Lexi. I feel like Lexi could get, like, I don't know. Because Lexi, she was Rue's friend. She was there for Rue. When Rue was relapsing and doing stupid shit, she was still there for Rue, which is great. I did like the play. I liked the whole concept of the play. I like the concept of the play, but I don't like that it was her friends. That's kind of fucked up. That's like me doing, like, that's like my friends doing a play about me. No, I would be mad. Like, I would be pissed. So I can understand why sis was mad.
Is this a fucking play about us?
I would give Lexi like a 5. Cause like she's like, ain't nothing wrong with her, but like nothing so spectacular where I'm like, oh my gosh, I love Lexi so much. So next one is Nate. So I feel like Nate, I don't know if I'm gonna get shit for this. I feel like Nate is so misunderstood and unheard. I know, punch me in the throat. I just feel like I've known, and that's the thing, that's why I love this show so much, because I feel like every single person in this show, either I related to or I know somebody that has related to that type of situation, and it just had me kind of feeling for them, like, this is what the fuck he's going through. Like, I don't know, it sucks, but I feel like he's, like I said, misunderstood. He saw his dad be on the down low all these years, and it kind of made him question his own sexuality, which is fine. Go ahead. With him fucking Maddy's best friend though, sorry, no, that's like scummy dirtbag shit. Like, I would never get back with you, nor fuck with you, be cool, none of that shit. Like, I don't know, it's just like, that was dirty. Sorry, men ain't shit. That's why I like women. But I would give him like a 4. I'll give him a 4. Like I said, I feel like he's misunderstood and he's not heard, and it sucks. It's sad to see because I just want the best for everybody. Like, he gives a fuck. So the next is Fez. Okay, so before I watched the show, I would see people saying Fez, 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 but then on the show, all of them called him Fezco. Which, who the fuck came up with that name? Off rip, Fez get 1 because he's loyal. He's loyal to Rue. You know how many times Rue fucked him over? And he still kept her around. Come on now. I would have been like, yeah, bitch, you doing too much. Sorry, drugs are not my friend. But like how he didn't give her the drugs that one day when she was banging on the damn door acting a fucking fool. I don't know. I'm assuming he just felt bad. Like, he was like, no, I can't do this with you no more. I give him props for that. And I like how he was like really trying his hardest to go to Lexi's play. And he ended up going to jail. Like, so sad. I was just like, oh my god, I'm glad he ain't died though. I heard, what's his name? His name ain't Ashtray. Javon, is that his name? He said that originally Fez was supposed to die, but they changed it like the last minute. I was like, if Fez would have died, I would have been so shitty, especially for Lexi, because Lexi just doesn't come off as like, ooh, boy crazy, I like someone, relationship this, like, I don't know, it's like seeing your like corny ass friend, like, okay, she ain't that corny, but like, that's like seeing your corny friend just like finally get a boyfriend. It's like, oh my gosh, I just hope the best for you and I just hope that everything goes well. And he ended up going to jail. It was so irritating. But Fez gets a 1, period, point blank. He's loyal, he's fine, he's that bitch. Next is Maddy. I love Maddy. I feel like Maddie's the it girl of Euphoria. Sorry, she is. She's that bitch. She's like the unpopular popular girl. Like the popular girl that's not a mean girl. The unmean popular girl. That's what she is. The unmean popular girl. I love her vibe. I loved her outfits. I loved her attitude. She gave me vibes. Like, that's how I was in school. I mean, I wasn't swinging bitches around, but I was swinging bitches around my mouth. Like, I don't know. She's a vibe. She's very loyal to her friends, her man. I can't even say her man, because she fucked that man in the pool. But still, like, I don't know, everything about her is just Great. She was very sneaky though, because when she found that tape of Jules and Cal doing the things that they was doing, she kept that bitch just in case anything happened. As well as when she found out about all them dick pics in Nate's phone, she was like, that. But she did come out very supporting. I don't know. I'm gonna give her 2 because she ain't like top tier, but that's my bitch. I love her, but I'm gonna give her 2. I'm gonna give her 2. Yeah, I'm gonna give her 2 on personality, storyline, even her storyline. And that's the thing that I like too, is like they showed in the play stuff that we never got to see. So like Maddy would end up having to go to Cassie's house sometimes because her parents would be arguing and shit. And I felt that because like when my parents used to argue when I was younger, my mom used to just take me to my cousin's house. Like, we gone. Cats, love Cats. I feel like Cat is like, I don't know, I just love her. I love her. I love her vibe. I love how she was like this quirky little like shy girl, like, oh, never had sex, I'm a virgin, I don't do drugs, like I don't do this, like la la la. Like she was just so like mellow and chill, and then like she just got like out her shell and just lived her best life. Was a cam girl. I loved everything about her character this season. I loved everything about her character the first season, but the second season was just like, damn, you being an asshole to your boyfriend. Why are you doing that? I was so mad. I'm like, why can't you just tell him you don't want to be with him anymore? Like you're literally sitting here lying to him, telling him you got a brain disease. Come on now. Oh, and Kat's outfits, like, even Kat's outfits before she went all, like, badass and shit were really cute. Her outfits were definitely bomb. But I would give Kat probably a 3. She's not rude. Duh. Next is Cassie. Cassie gets on my nerves. I love Sydney Sweeney. Like, her outside of Cassie, love her. She was in law school. I want y'all to know that. I looked up on her ass because I liked her. You know why I liked her? Probably because her titties. And that sounds so fucked up, don't it? I mean, not that I liked her because her titties, but like, her titties are so perfect. I used to tell Jamil that all the time when we was watching. I'm like, her titties are perfect. Like, what the fuck? They're not like, they're perfect. They're perfect, period. That's all I gotta say. But I like her as a person. She's fine as fuck too, but I like her as a person. She also is building her own vintage car right now. In the show, she got a good 6. And why? Because she kept fucking crying. Girl, chill. It's okay. I thought I cried a lot. Yeah, Cassie got me beat. Cassie takes that trophy. Because there's no way that somebody could cry that much. You cry over everything. Like, girl, no, I'm tired of seeing this girl cry. She cried literally over every single little thing. Yeah, I feel like Cassie was misunderstood too. Her dad leaving and like, I don't know, the whole, her mom being an alcoholic. I feel like that plays a part too. And that's crazy because her and Lexi are sisters, but it seems like they showed more of Cassie's side than Lexi's. But she'd get a 6. And that's that. I don't have much else to say about her besides that. Oh no, and she fucked her best friend's boyfriend, and they were like super close, so she gets like an 8. No, like a 7, because I still kind of like her just a little bit. Next person is Ashtray. I feel like, well, I could say much. He's in the season a good amount of times. Ashtray is so fucking adorable. First of all, I've seen interviews of him. Obviously, the characters do not act like that in real life, but that's the same with Nate. Nate, first of all, is Australian. I heard him talk and I thought he was joking. He has a lisp too, and I was like, is he fucking with us like right now? Like, is he playing? Because I think he was on like Jimmy Kimmel or like Ellen. He was on some talk show. I was like, I don't know, but Ashtray is so sweet. But in the show, I would give him like a 5, and the reason I say that is because he has a lot of anger issues. I think showing the story about how Fez grew up with his grandma and how he was taking care of his grandma, I forgot about that. I forgot Fez would take care of his grandma. Like, what? Because she took care of him. Like, come on now, bro. Ashtray, he has really bad mental issues. He was fucking people up for no reason. Even Fez would be like, what are you doing? Why'd you just do that? It was unnecessary. Like, there was no point. You did not have to do that. I stick with my 5. He's a 5. It's like, I have a love-hate relationship for him because he reminds me of like a little brother. Like, but at the same time, you're fucking crazy as shit. Person is Leslie, which is Rue's mother. I give her a 1. I have to. There's no way. Because like, dealing with that in real life, not in a show, dealing with your child being on drugs and you not knowing what the fuck to do about it is so stressful. And the fact that she never gave up on Rue is very inspiring, and I hope it inspires parents that if their kids ever do go through something like that, they don't just shut them out or throw them out on the streets. Just try. That's really what the kid wants at the end of the day. Rue wanted people to care about her. She wanted people to give a fuck. She gets 1, period. I don't have anything else to say about her. Next person is Cal. Cal did. So why did someone just tell, oh, my nail tech just told me he's on Grey's Anatomy. I mean, I don't watch Grey's Anatomy, so I don't really know, but she was like, oh, he's just a doctor. So like seeing him on here was like weird. And I was like, oh, I could see that. Well, Cal was He was cheating on his wife, and he also would verbally abuse his sons. I feel like I would say at the beginning, season 1, I would probably give him like a 8 or a 9. But towards when he was finna go to jail and shit, bro, I would say it's like a 6. I was like, oh my gosh, no. I don't know. He just got some work to do. I feel like everybody deserves a second chance at the end of the day, unless you're like a murderer. Did he murder anybody? Did he? Gia, love her. First of all, like, adore her. She is such a good actor. I seen her in that movie about the no disrespect, I really just don't remember what they're called, but it was the 5 boys and stuff. She was in that movie. That's the first time I ever seen her, and like, I've seen other movies with her too, but I feel like this one, I feel like she had a good role as a baby sister for Rue, because it's like, okay, I walked into my sister being OD'd on the floor. I have to grow up with a sister that is probably a couple, maybe 3-4 years older than me, on drugs, and treating my mom like this, like, that has to be hard. And I feel like that related to a lot of people that go through that, like, in real life. She wasn't in it much, like, she didn't have much of like a storyline, but she was still there, so I would give her about a 4. I would say she's not like, oh my gosh, she's the best character on there, but she's not a bad character, you know. Mckay gets like a 5. I'll give him a 5 because I don't love him, but I don't hate him. But the reason I say I don't love him is because he wasn't like loud and proud about him and Cassie's relationship, and I don't like people like that. That's weird. That's giving me very fuckboy pick me vibes, so I didn't really like him for that. But other than that, I felt like he was pretty cool. He didn't really do nothing to like ruffle my feathers. So Ali, he was cool. I feel like he wanted the best for Rue, but at the same time, I feel like he was kind of like that uncle, like, I'm your uncle, we cool, but don't cross me vibe. So like, I mean, I'd give him like a 4. He wasn't a bad person. And last person is Elliot, and the only reason that he's the last person is because he wasn't on this list, and I was waiting for him to pop up because that man is like literally an art piece, and I'm so shitty that I'm gay. I'm joking, but me and Jamila be like mesmerized over this man because he's fine. I was so invested in his character, probably because he was cute. I think that putting him in was like the best fit, because it's like, all right, Rue has a friend that doesn't want her to be on drugs and wants her to be clean, and like, it's like Rue needs that toxic friend that's like, it's like, come on, let's go do this shit real quick, come on, let's go do this shit why nobody know type shit, you know. I feel like she needed that like bad influence friend, and I like the fact that I'm giving Elliot like a 2 or 3, and it's really biased. I don't like how he was literally like, he had a crush on Rue and it was very obvious, but then was fucking with Jules, but then wasn't telling Rue, and then decided to tell Jules that Rue was on drugs still. It was just like, damn, like, are you actually a good friend? I don't know. Like I said, I feel like his vibe fit that show so perfect, and it made me look into him more. I looked into all the Euphoria cast, and Dominic actually makes music, and I was like, oh my gosh. Well, there was only one song that I liked, which is like very popular, and it came out like a couple years ago, and I was like, why have I never heard of this man? I knew he was a musician though. I've heard of him before, like he's been in the air somewhere, because that name and what he looked like looked kind of familiar. Yeah, he gets like a 2 or 3, but most likely a 2 because I'm just being biased. He's so good looking, like that shit is ridiculous. But that's all for my video today. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Thumbs up. Make sure you follow all my social media. It's always on the screen, and I'll see you guys next video. Bye.